Hi everyone. In just a second, I'm going to be introducing author Susan Bishop Crispell, and we're going to be talking about her brand new book, Dreaming in Chocolate. And hopefully she has the cover of it because I listened to it on my audiobook. I'm so happy that I get to talk to her. I loved this book. I loved it. I love the main character, Penelope, and the magic chocolate. And we're going to talk all about the magic. And here's Susan. Hi everyone. Today I am so excited to be speaking with author Susan Bishop Crispell. And wait till you see this book. Are you ready? It's Dreaming in Chocolate. And she's going to hold it up because this is one of my favorite covers all year. Look at that.
Thank you, Michelle.
I was seeing everybody was going crazy about this cover on Instagram. I don't know. Like they were making pictures out of it, and they get very creative with a good cover over there.
They did, yeah. I love the cover and the Instagram photos people have been posting. Like, they just make me so happy and they make me wish I could make better photos of my own books. I'm like, oh, yeah, you guys do this professionally. I'll just borrow yours.
Right, exactly. And you know what? I found the craziest artist on Instagram. She does her nails, and I don't want to show my nails because mine are yucky. She'll take a book and then mimic it on her nails.
Oh my gosh.
With the colors.
Wow, that is so cool.
I know, and you know what? I just put her on there. So now when I put book covers up, I like tag her so that she will do it with my book with the people that.
Oh, nice!
Because can you imagine her doing that with your book cover? That would be crazy.
It would be fun.
Yeah,
I will have to go to your feed and find her.
Yeah. I don't even remember her name off the top of my head, but I mean, when I saw everybody's going crazy over her doing this, and people were sharing her stuff, and it's like, wow. And I was thinking, with your book, she would have, I don't know, people are way more creative than I am, so I'll just read the books, okay?
Yes, that works.
You write them, I'll read them, and she can do her nails, so it'll
yes,
be
love it.
But this book, everybody was raving about this book. It came out the first week in February, so I feel like I'm a little late to the game, but I had it on my list, and I was like, oh, gotta do this book. And so thank you for talking with me about it.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
So I love this story so much, but I have to tell you a little bit of what it brought back for me. And my mom passed away in 2011, right? Mm-hmm. And as I'm reading this book about hot chocolate, I remembered that when I was little, if we, like my brother and I, if either one of us would wake up in the middle of the night with a bad dream, she would make us hot chocolate.
Oh, I love that.
I know, and it like brought that back for me because I was like, I don't really drink it that much, but for everybody watching, you might as well just do it. Just go make the hot chocolate, sit down and read the book, because if you don't have it nearby, you're going to be running to the store to go get hot chocolate. Because you're going to hear so much about it, you're going to be like, where is my hot chocolate? Because,
yes. I did drink a lot of hot chocolate while I was writing this book.
Oh, what a crazy, great idea. But I just wanted to thank you for that memory, because as I was reading it, it brought it back like, oh, that's right. She always, and of course, if you're just logical about this, to try to get a child back to sleep in the middle of the night, I don't know that you should give them hot chocolate.
Right. Nice sugar rush at midnight.
Right. I'm not sure that was it. But you know what? I think it was just the soothing.
Oh, yeah.
She would make 2 cups. And of course, back then it was like Swiss Miss. Okay.
Right.
With the little marshmallows. And she would make that and set it in front of us. And I don't know. Maybe it was just, I have no idea what it was. I don't know where she thought of it. I can't ask her, but it was just like this ritual, and it was almost like we knew that if we woke her up in the middle of the night with a bad dream, like that's what was going to happen.
That's what you get.
That's what you were going to get.
Such a great memory.
Yes. So let's tell everybody about the main character here, Penelope. I love Penelope.
Oh, thank you.
It's just, I don't know. I've been reading so many domestic thrillers, if that's what you want to call them right now. Mm-hmm. There's just a ton of them out there. So this is such a change up of a book that I was like, I listened to it like I had told you, and I didn't even write. Did I write? Oh, Brittany. I didn't write her last name down. She did such a good job with the audio, and
She did.
I was walking around listening to it, and I was like, I don't know. I just enjoyed going back to it and back to it, and every time I got interrupted and I went back, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to sit down and listen to an hour. I'm just going to listen to an hour, and it was so much fun. It really was, and I just love telling authors like you guys. It's like that we love these kind of books. As good as like and I love all kinds of genres. I love historical fiction. I love the thrillers. But there's something about these just sweet stories that you can get into the characters. And you did such a good job. Like, I loved her. I didn't want to give her up at all. Okay?
Oh, yeah, that makes me happy. She was a tough one for me to write because she's in the first draft, she was a little bit harder, a little bit angrier, and she's still somewhat angry throughout with Noah for breaking her heart and leaving her to raise their daughter.
Yeah.
But I softened her a lot because like the more I wrote her, the more I was like, no, I need people to really connect with her and the specific situation she's in with Ella being so sick and then Noah coming back into their lives. And so then the more I got into her and adding all these tiny little details about her character, then I just kind of fell in love with her and had so much fun. I didn't really want to let her go either.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, who wouldn't be angry? Okay,
Right.
like he leaves, whatever. You're just like whatever. So you're missing out on the best thing ever. But I mean, she has a daughter, and the daughter has a brain tumor. And Ella, I have a granddaughter named Ella, by the way.
Oh, nice.
And I found that I mean, you're in North Carolina. They were living. My son and my daughter-in-law were living in South Carolina, and they had told me that Ella's a very popular Southern name.
It is, yes.
Yeah, because I asked them where they got, like, I was like, Ella, where did you, I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm like, where did you hear of that? And my daughter-in-law said, oh, it's really common in the South. So, and now my granddaughter has this cute little Southern accent and everything to go with it. So. So I really connected with her because her name was Ella. So I pictured, and it's right around the same age. So it was
nice.
very, it was very easy to connect. But the little girl's so inspiring because she understands that she's sick, But then I don't know, what I got out of it was like, if there's a theme to get out of it, is like just living every day. Like she just got excited about these things that she was checking off, but then the little things of every day,
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do with hers because I don't like writing sad books. I set out to write a really sad book. And then the more I got into it, I was like, nope, not going to happen. I can't make it about her illness. I have to make it about her wanting to live her life, whatever she has left, and do everything she possibly can. So, for her, some of it is little stuff. She wants cake for breakfast.
Right.
She's a 7-year-old kid. What kid doesn't want cake for breakfast?
Right.
But then she also kind of evolves with what she wants, and she wants to get a dad. She wants to make sure her mom's going to be happy after she's gone. And so kind of rolled all of these things into this little girl who knows a whole lot more about the world than she should for being a 7-year-old. But I tried to balance some of that and give her really kid-like moments, but at the same time show that she understands what's going to happen to her. And while she doesn't want it to happen, that's her life right now, and she has to find a way to live with it.
I have seen, I haven't personally experienced a child like this, but I've seen TV shows and, about real life stories about these kids. And I was thinking maybe you did too, because you do see that they're very mature for their age.
Yes. Yeah, I did some research online as I was writing her, just to kind of find out where that line would be on how mature she would be, how she would grasp this whole idea of, maybe dying within a year and what that means for her, and trying to still give her some kid moments where she's happy and just being silly. Right. And, it was reading different stories online. It was really heartbreaking, but also at the same time, really gave me a good grounding for who her character could be.
Yeah, and I thought you did a good job with that because I wasn't sad about her. And I kind of get scared too because I don't want to read a sad book.
Right.
I really don't. I don't set out to read a sad book, and I was thinking, oh no, is something going to do I have to prepare myself for something? Right. And it's not like that at all. I mean, she's so lovable. And Brittany, who did the audio, like when she does her voice,
Yes.
It's so good. I was like so amazed how I kept listening. I'm like, that is her, right? Like she didn't get a little kid in there to like
Right.
read this. It is her. You know, you're always blessed when you get a good audiobook because so many
Yeah.
people listen to them in the cars. And
Yeah.
you know, I do it for convenience, but I'm finding that I like it, you know, just as much. I mean, I love sitting down with a book more than anything, but sometimes
Right.
listening can be just as fun. So,
Oh,
um,
I agree. And when St. Martin's called or they emailed me and said, "Hey, this is the audio narrator we're looking at. Tell us what you think." She's from North Carolina, so she has that natural
right.
accent, which I loved. I'm from Tennessee. My dad grew up outside of Philadelphia, and I was never allowed to sound Southern.
I was gonna say,
So
why
I,
don't you sound like a Tennessee accent?
right, I know. My mom's from Southeast Tennessee. She's got an accent, and my sister and I just sound very generic.
That's
And so I
crazy.
loved having an audio narrator who sounded Southern and could do the voices and,
Yes.
kind of capture how it feels to live in the South. Because,
Right.
I've been here my whole life. I've been in North Carolina for about 18 years now. And I love being in the South. I love the atmosphere down here. And, some of that slow Southern drawl adds to that atmosphere, which I love.
Yeah. You know, my son is moving to Arizona now, so he won't be in South Carolina. So I won't have very many reasons to go there. But you
Yeah.
know what I always found about the South, and this is like off topic, but is like when you go to a mall. I'm from Pennsylvania, and we have Mission. We have like mall Mission,
Right.
okay? But when you shop in the South, it's a totally, my son's like, you walk so fast, mom. Like, you know, relax. Where are you going?
Right.
I'm like, mall Mission. I got to go to the mall, and then I got 10 other things to do today. You know,
Right.
like,
You just got to check off your list and go.
yeah, but in the South, people are like, no, sit back, have some tea, make it an experience, you know?
Yes. It definitely is.
And this book really captures that too, also, because,
Oh,
you
good.
know, with the theme of the hot chocolate, like people just browse in. I mean, you made it
Yes.
like it's magical, and I love that. I love the magical hot chocolate
Yeah.
because whether or not it exists or not, I'd rather believe it does. Because
Me too.
I just do. I just want to believe that it does, and but I do understand why Penelope gets mad about it because she's like, it's stupid. Because in her life, it looks like it was. You know,
Yeah.
we find
Yeah.
out other things, but we don't do spoilers. But you know, for her moment, it did seem like she had no real reason to believe in magic. You know,
Yep. It's failed her at a couple crucial times in her life. And she's more than willing to keep serving it to other people. She knows that it can work. She
right?
believes in it. She just has times where it doesn't work for her. And, you know, that's got to be one of the hardest things is to have something works for other people
Right.
and you keep trying it for yourself and nothing happens. So I really liked playing with that with her is how do I balance her, giving this to other people every single day? Like
Right.
that's her job is to serve magic to people, knowing that it's not going to do what she wants for her and hopefully it does for them and just kind of playing on that whole idea of belief. And
Yeah.
if you stop believing in it, maybe that's why it stops working,
I know, and I love that her mom, Sabina, is it Sabina? Do I say
Yes.
it right? Okay. I love that she has a mom who's like doesn't want her to give up on it.
Yes.
You know, like don't give up. You know, she doesn't. She's like, and she tries to convince her mom to give up, and her mom's like, no, I'm not going to give up. You know,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, that's just so cute because she doesn't let her, and she doesn't let her granddaughter. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
she's the one kind of keeping it all, together,
Yep.
kind of.
And she has kind of her own issues with the magic on how
Right.
she uses it and how it affects her. But even with some of these problems that it causes, Sabina still believes in it 100%. She knows that it works. She knows that you have to put your faith in it if you
Right.
want to get anything out of it and is not going to let Penelope or Ella forget that.
Right. And I love I love a good quote, but more than a good quote is I love a good first line. I am finding that is my favorite thing in the whole world.
Yeah.
And so I want to read to everybody the first line in this book because I love it so much. And it says, This is how the book opens. If there was one thing Penelope Dalton knew for certain, it was that every day offered up at least one magical moment. And so you do see that she has like this faith. You know, you see that she can see the little, and I think she can. I think she can see the little parts, but these big things that she really wants, it's like she can't wrap it around that.
Yeah, I think she's so scared of some of these bigger things that if she believes in it and it doesn't work, then it will crush her. So it's easier for her to just not put all of her faith in it and just accept the other things that are small and she knows that they happen, but she can't let the magic fail her on such a grand scale.
Yeah. I love this book. We can't talk
Thank
about the ending, so I don't want to. But I do see you are a tall poppy writer, and I didn't know that. And
yes,
I love tall poppy writers because I've interviewed so many of them, and they're so sweet. And I was like, of course she is. Like, I can tell by the book. Like, of course she is.
Yeah, I love the poppies.
Oh, my goodness. And I like everybody, you know, like, especially like with the Oscars just recently, and somebody said to me, wouldn't you love to go to the Oscars? I'm like, I want to go to a tall poppy meeting. I want to go where this. They're like, a what? I'm like, my tall poppy writers meet, and I see it on Facebook, and I want to be invited.
Oh, that makes me so happy. Yeah, we do get together as a group every year, and usually it's just for a weekend, and it's so much fun. Like, it's a working weekend. We get together and we talk about what we're going to do for the year and how we're going to keep marketing each other, because, you know, that's what we're there for. We're helping to support other authors.
Yes.
But we get together and it's so much fun. It's laughing constantly for 2 days and forming these really strong friendships with other very smart women who are out there doing great things for their careers, but also, you know, for the writing community in general. So it's so much fun to be a part of. And I love that when we meet people, they seem to know who we are, which is great. And we're kind of becoming our own little brand.
You are. And, you know, I may stalk you guys. I'll just go to that city and be where you are, and then I'll just like hang out outside or something. But yeah, and what I love, I feel like you guys are just going to take over the writing world because you are so supportive, and you realize that us readers, we read more than one book. Okay?
Yes.
And your books are coming out at different times, and you know, a lot of you guys that I've become closer with will be like, there's a book coming out, you know, there's a book, and I'm like, okay, and if they suggest a book to me, like, I'm on it, okay? Because I know that I know that they're saying that because they've already read it, ahead of time, and you know, that you guys all write amazing books, and I love the community. I love that you guys are always on Instagram and Facebook and promoting each other, and you know, it just warms my heart. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, because I went on the website and I did not realize how many there are. I mean, I've interviewed a couple of you guys, like maybe 10, but I just talked to Camille Pigon the other day.
Oh, I love Camille. I'm so excited about her new book.
Oh my gosh. It is so good. I just talked to her yesterday. Yeah, I was like, was that the day before? It was yesterday. That book was just crazy good. I mean, but like she is an amazing person, pointed me in directions of, you know, this person. I mean, you guys are just so giving, and I love that. I love you guys.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's part of why I wanted to be a part of the Poppies. I've been part of the group for almost 2 years now, and before I joined, they were just so giving of their time and so supportive of each other. And it seems like there are other author groups out there, just authors in general, who they're out for themselves, which it's a career. I get that.
Right.
But it doesn't hurt if you're supporting others. If I support one book, they're going to support another book. And that just makes better business sense for books in general. If people are reading more, that's great for everybody.
It really does. And, you know, I feel like I read a lot, but my book reviewer people that I'm also really good friends with who send me like, read, they put me to shame. Okay. And that's why I'm saying like women in my age category and that we're really enthusiastic about writers is because we read and we read a lot, you know? So that's just, it's like, we can read them as fast as you guys write them. Like, just keep reading.
That's great.
And I always thought about Oprah, like her book club back in the day. I used to be like, she'd pick a book a month, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with the other 29 days of my
Right. Like that's not enough books per month. Please add more.
Right. And I understand there are some readers that are like that, but you're real, like, hardcore fans, the ones that I know. I mean, we are just reading, even for the people that are just readers, and we're giving them books to read.
Yes,
like, they read,
sure.
average readers just read more than a couple books a year. I mean, they just do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm always impressed with the people on Goodreads who have, multiple hundreds of books that's their goal for the year. I'm like, now, when I'm actively writing
right.
during a year, I can maybe get 25 books in, which makes me so sad because I would love to read more. And then I see book bloggers who are reading 300 or 400 books. I'm like, oh my God, I wish I had your life.
That's what I'm saying. They put, like, I feel like I'm at, well, and I still have kids at home, but I feel like I am actively reading, like, at every moment. I'm like, I've seen those Goodreads reviewers, and they'll put a stack of books and they're like, this is my weekend. I'm like, what else are you doing? Are you eating?
Right. Are you eating? Are you sleeping? I mean, I'm okay with reading constantly, but.
Right, exactly. But yeah, I mean, God bless them because they keep everybody on their toes. And
oh, yeah. That is true.
And we need those people. But anyway, so I saw this is your second book.
Yes.
Your first one came out in 2016. And then, so this one came out in 2018. Are you actively working on your next one?
I am. It's not under contract yet. So this one, I'm just kind of taking my time writing, and I'm within probably 50 pages of it being done.
Ooh.
So if I can keep to my current schedule, I have a day job, which keeps me really busy. So I've been getting up at 5:30 and writing before work for about an hour and a half. And then if I get a lunch break, I'll write on my lunch break, and whatever of my daily word count I haven't reached, I will finish at night. So it's taken me a little bit longer than I would like to get it done, but I'm so close.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, I imagine a day that you're going to be doing this full time because you are an amazing storyteller. I mean, seriously.
Thank you.
And, like I said, the cover is what draws you in, okay? People were taking amazing pictures, but then when I read the book and I was like, oh, this is such a good book. It's really amazing. And I can't wait to read your next book. So you know where to find me. I will.
Yes. I will let you know as soon as there's any news about it.
Yeah, and you can find me and we can chat about it. And
sounds great.
And I like reading books early too. I love reading books early. I like putting them out on. I like putting these videos out on the day of the book release.
Oh, nice.
That's always my goal. If I can time it, that's what I like doing because I love book release day. They're like my favorite days.
They're such fun days.
I know when you get up and you're like, oh, it's a book release day and everybody's posting the pictures. And I think it's a way to celebrate the author who's worked so hard on a book, And that's what's great about social media too, is we can all congratulate them and make it like a special day for them too.
They really are so special. I mean, we kind of refer to them as book birthdays. And it's one of those, you're talking to people all day long and just getting fun little notes and seeing people post their pictures and the first picture you get from somebody where they've gone into a bookstore and they see it on the shelf and send it to you. It's such an amazing feeling just to know that somebody else out there is looking at your book or picking it up or reading it. And you're like, well, it's kind of scary. At the same time, you're just like, this is why I write. I want people to connect with my stories and to know, on the day that it comes out that there are people who are as excited about it as you are. It's amazing.
It really is. It's so much fun. And I love that it's because of social media, we can be a community. And, and then everybody can get on and be, or even if they just ordered it on the pre-order for Amazon and then they get their book and they're like, I got the book. I mean, how awesome is that? That pre-order. I mean, that is crazy. That's crazy.
It is amazing just to know that you can buy, basically buy yourself a present. If you forget that you pre-ordered it and the day it shows up, all of a sudden you're even more excited for the book because it's right there and you didn't have to go out and get it.
I know, and everybody's unwrapping their book, their Amazon book present, and so it's awesome. But thank you so much. Show everybody the cover one more time because everybody should get to enjoy this cover. Look at that.
Yeah.
I love the heart marshmallow.
I do too. When St. Martin sent me this cover as the option, I was like, yep, you nailed it. That is perfect. I'm very happy. Thank you.
With the blue cup. I mean, it just, that red with the blue cup, just, it's so
It pops,
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, it really pops. I loved it. And I will have all of Susan's links underneath here and the Amazon link to get the book. And I just want to thank you, thank you, thank you for talking with
Thank you
me. It
so
was,
much. It's
thank
been
you
a
for,
lot of fun.
yeah, yeah. And thank you for writing it. Okay. I'm just
Thank
so happy that I got to read it. So anyway,
Oh, I
until your
appreciate that.
next one, have a great
Thanks.
day, Susan.
You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Everyone, that was such a fun interview. Thank you so much, Susan. And everyone, I'm telling you, go get this book, Dreaming in Chocolate. Just the title, okay? Just the title alone. I mean, but it was a really good story. And I feel so blessed to have been able to talk to her and to have read her book. I will have all of Susan's links listed underneath here. And if you like the video, please hit like. And if you'd like to get updates on all my videos, please hit subscribe.